Those are the opening lyrics to one of the greatest albums of all time, Purple Rain. This album certified Prince as one of the greatest artists of all time and spawned a movie of the same name based loosely on his life. Being a child of the 80s, I became a huge Prince fan when I first saw When Doves Cry on MTV. Since then, I've listened to Purple Rain thousands of times. I know the lyrics to all the songs, and I've seen the movie numerous times. I plan to enlighten you today to the wonders of this great album and movie. Released on June 19, 1984, Purple Rain is Prince's most iconic album. It was most commercially and culturally impactful to his career. Coupled with the film of the same name, it influenced the fashion and the sound for the rest of the 1980s. Even though Purple Rain was Prince's sixth studio album, it was the one that put him on the map. Nearly all the songs were written by him, and he was well on his way to becoming a global superstar and a pop culture phenomenon by the time the first singles were released from Purple Rain and the videos for When Doves Cry and I Would Die For You went into heavy rotation on MTV. Now let's discuss the songs. The first is Let's Go Crazy. It's one of Prince's most popular songs. It starts off with this eulogy for this thing called life, which symbolizes the conflict between God and the devil. The second song is Take Me With You. It's a beautiful duet with him and Apollonia, who starred as his love interest in the movie. Vanity, the leader of his girl group Vanity 6, was to play his love interest. However, she left before shooting started, so Apollonia was cast, and the band was actually renamed Apollonia 6. The third song is The Beautiful Ones. It's this really beautiful ballad about him expressing his passion for an unrequited love. Prince wrote the song for a love interest with the hope of wooing her away from her boyfriend. The situation is played out in the movie when Apollonia is seen with his rival Morris, and Prince sings the song to her. Now, the fourth song is Computer Blue. It's a song that is composed by Prince, and it was based upon an untitled piano piece by his father, John L. Nelson. In the movie, the song represents Prince's angst at the budding relationship between Apollonia and his rival Morris. Now, Darling Nikki is the fifth song. It tells the story of a sex fiend named Nikki who seduces the singer. It's a widely notorious song for its sexual lyrics. The lyrics were so raunchy that Tipper Gore, the wife of former Vice President Al Gore, founded the Parents Music Association Research Center, which eventually led to the parental advisory stickers that they put on album covers. The sixth song is When Doves Cry. It was the first song to actually be released from the album. However, it was the last song to be added due to the director asking Prince for a song to cover a certain segment of the film. The next morning, Prince got up and had two songs fully composed, and one of them was When Doves Cry. He played all of the instruments on the track. Now, the video for When Doves Cry sparked some controversy between network executives. They thought that this sexual nature was too explicit for television, as it opened up on an image of a naked Prince coming out of a tub. Ooh la la. The seventh song is I Would Die For You. It's an up-tempo dance song that delves into some more of the religious themes. When Prince acts as a messiah, telling the world that everything's going to be okay and that he's here now. And it segues into his next song, which is Baby I'm a Star. Baby I'm a Star is Prince's description of his rising stardom, which with Purple Rain helped him to reach supernova status. And then lastly, it's our title track, Purple Rain, which is widely considered his signature song. It's an emotional combination of rock and roll, pop, and gospel music. On a side note, it peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100 behind Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Before Prince had Purple Rain, he was still an up-and-coming artist playing at local clubs, such as the First Avenue, which is the club that's actually portrayed in the movie. 3 of the songs from the album, I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star, and Purple Rain, were performed live at the club and added to the film and album afterwards. Speaking of the movie, the opening speech that I did is part of the eulogy from Let's Go Crazy, which opens both the album and the movie. As we discuss Purple Rain, we're going to cover the plot, the cast, and some accolades for the movie. The plot centers around the kid, which is Prince, as a struggling singer. With his band The Revolution at risk of losing their place in the First Avenue Club, his home life is a mess. He has an abusive father and a broken woman as a mother. The only light in his life is his music and his relationship with the new girl in town, Apollonia. However, as his relationship with Apollonia grows, she starts getting involved with Morris, who's his competition at the club. Things get even worse from there. The kid starts to find out that he has a little bit more in common with his father than he knew. This was Prince's first starring role. Only 3 of the cast members had ever acted in the movie before. Except for Prince, his father, and mother, all the other characters were actually named after themselves. His rival in the movie was played by Morris Day, who had his real band, The Time, actually in the movie as well. Prince also showcased his new brand, The Revolution, and they were featured in the movie. Purple Rain was a box office success. It grossed $72 million worldwide against a budget of only $7.2 million. It won an Academy Award and for the original Best Song Score, and that was the last time any film had ever won that award. As we have heard, Purple Rain catapulted Prince to the height of stardom. I encourage you to check out this album and movie to see firsthand why fans and critics alike call Purple Rain some of the best work of his career. In closing, Prince always closed out his concert with his signature song, and it was the last song he ever played. So I end on this note.